What's up, everyone? Casual Talk here. I want to cover something, and it's just something that I wanted to question. All this new religion, believing in yourself, worshiping yourself as a goddess or a god, what does that lead to you? Where's the end goal? What's the end result? A life without God. My wife was recently watching a video by The Truth Is on YouTube on a case with Kanye West, where Kanye West is in a situation where he is far from gone. Ever since the death of his mom and his breakup with Kim Kardashian, I don't agree with it because Kim Kardashian was already married. He's now with his so-called second wife, and he is very lost. He's lost, and the reason why I'm saying that he's lost is because he was in an interview where he was being interviewed by this guy. I don't really know who his name is, but Kanye West was saying stuff like, "Oh, Jesus never answered my prayer." So he's basically telling his followers and his fans that those who are his fans and followers and other people obviously watching it, right? Because he obviously knows that he's being broadcasted and he's being live and recorded on the interview for everything that he's saying. So he's basically telling people this based off his personal opinion that there's no point in praying. God's not going to answer your prayers. If God is love, then why this and this and that is happening? People are also saying God is a God of love and a God of hate. And correction, God is a God of love and a God of hate. A father or a dad who is the leader of his pack, the leader of his home, he is a father. Men are a reflection of God because man is made in God's image, right? So should men in general just be all weak and say, "Oh, love is love, my wife could do whatever she wants, there's no consequences, do whatever you want, live your life however you want, no consequences"? Next thing you know, his daughter goes up to him, "Oh, daddy, I got STD, this guy left me, I have 4 kids by 4 different men, now they're 4 different baby daddies, I'm taking drugs. Oh, it's okay, sweetie, live your life, I love you, you can do whatever you want, daddy loves you." A life with no consequences, a life with no repercussions, a life with no accountability. God is obviously a God of hate as well and a God of love. You know why God is not answering Kanye West's prayers? Because of the way he's living his life. Why would God answer a sinner's prayer? Even I know that. The audacity and the arrogance and ignorance that came out from Kanye West's mouth. I don't believe in... Look, I know who Kanye West is because I used to listen to his music before. I'm working on Shirley, but mostly to cut all the secular music out of my life, unless it has something to do with worshiping God. That's where I'm at. I'm working on myself daily. As long as I'm in the race, as long as I don't fall back, I'm going to keep pushing forward and keep praying because I want to be saved. I don't understand how so many people in this world, they rather follow a celebrity and not question the hand signs that they're always doing in all their photos that's always being taken. Those hand triangular gestures that celebrities do. Google research it. Google it. For any one of you who's listening to celebrity music, Beyonce fans, Jay-Z fans, Kanye West fans, Taylor Swift, etc., right? Type in celebrities doing the Horus Eye. Type in celebrities doing the pyramid hand, the pyramid hand sign. There's a photo of Jay-Z that I give credit to. The truth is that he featured in his video with Kanye West, where the hoodie says "Do or Thou Wilt." A Satanist, sorry, not ex-Satanist, a Satanist. He passed away a long time ago, right? He believed in Satan doctrine. Do what you want. Do what thou wilt. He believed that people should call themselves a god. And if you believe in your own being, your own self, more can happen. You could acquire, the devil could give you all the things that you want in the world. Oh yeah, Satan could do all that. But the only thing Satan can never do is be like the Most High. See, I believe in God. Whatever anyone else or any one of you believes in, that's your business. But you also have to question this. Who is in charge of me breathing, me being able to see, me being able to have hands, legs, arms, feet? Who's the one that blessed me with a job? Who blessed me with food in my belly, clothes, shelter, many things that everyday people takes for granted day in and day out? Who blessed me with those things? Yes, we have to work for it. Yes, we have to earn it. But the very first thing that you need in order to get a job is the whole body that God gave you. How could you work certain retail jobs and certain job positions if you have no hands or no arms? How could you go to work if you don't have the legs or the feet to go to work? A lot of things that we have, our sight, our senses, everything that comes with the body that we have, we can't function like normal. We're useless. We can't do anything. You ever wonder why, if you go in the shower, you take a shower every day, what's all that brown stuff that comes out of our body? Dirt. When you die, you're gonna go back to the ground, and you're gonna become worm food, and you're gonna become dirt. Okay? We were born naked. We weren't born with makeup, tattoos, all this garbage that people are putting on, in their bodies or on their bodies. That's not how we were born. We were born with the nakedness on how God created for us to be. I'm not a pastor, but one of the best pastors that I recommend anybody listening to is Pastor Gino Jennings. And it's not just him. The Truth of God Ministry, they're the only program, the only ministry, God-fearing program. And I'm saying God-fearing because people should fear God. And they're the only program that I've known since getting with my wife that we both listen to, where they preach straight from the Bible. All these new print age principles, these trends that are also getting into churches, it's so the churches could keep making a lot of money. But the Truth of God Ministry, they don't depend on change, because God does not change his laws or his mind. God is not the devil. God is not mocked. So many people make fun of God every single day. They mock God, saying Jesus' name in vain, a son of a bleep. They say the G word. There's a whole bunch. You see, people really need to take the time to realize, how could you say you believe in God, but you're basically following and participating in a celebrity's foolishness? This is why I don't believe in following no man. It's not a celebrity in general. I don't believe in following nobody but God. Sure, I could look. There's a difference between looking up to someone and following someone. I look up to my dad. I look up to certain people. Am I going to follow some of their examples? Yes, but the full example that I'm going to fully align with my life, as long as I live, is God's word. I understand I have not spoken much about God in full detail in most of my videos, but many of my videos I've always mentioned God. I always mention God. You know why? I grew up in the church. But the type of church I grew up in a false church. I grew up in a church where people are dressed in a certain way, and God only knows how the church that I grew up in is like now. My family, most of them was hopping from church to church, comparing this pastor to this pastor. Now, with how TD Jakes is, all this new age principles and philosophies, you're no better than a Satanist. Oh, we gotta make money. Why don't you get a real job and preach the truth at the exact same time? That's one thing I give credit to with the Truth of God ministry, especially Pastor Gino Jennings, because he is the sole he's the sole icon and the founder to bringing together the Truth of God ministry and letting it be what it is today. And he couldn't have done it without God making him do it and putting him in that position to be a pastor. God made him a pastor. He didn't have to follow trends and go up online, wake up one day and be like, you know what, I'm going to be a pastor. So many people could call themselves doctors, but they don't have the actual rights to be called a doctor. So many people could call themselves lawyers, but they're not a real lawyer in many cases. You have the ones who are scammers, who are crooks, and it's the same thing for people who are supporting false churches, false preachers. TD Jakes, Creflo O'Donnell. There's a whole bunch of them. Okay? I tell people time and time again, just like what Pastor Gino Jennings will always say, read the Bible for yourself. And I'm not saying, oh, I'm gonna follow him. No. It's not that I'm following him. I respect him enough to look up to him to understand what it means to live right. He's an example. Okay? If someone is leading me in the right direction and they have the example to show for it with their works in their life and how the way they present themselves, I'm going to listen to them because I believe it. I'm a witness to it. God is a God of hate, because if man is a reflection to God, what's the purpose with having laws and rules? All those people out there that thinks that, oh, I could put a crystal on and I could tap into my goddess nature, or people who follows horoscopes. Oh, I'm an Aquarius. Oh, you're a Pisces. We're not a good match. You don't think you're participating in witchcraft? Oh, I don't believe in black magic, but I'm gonna follow horoscopes. That's part of black magic. That's part of magic. White magic, black magic, magic is magic. I don't believe in that stuff. That stuff is garbage to me. It's of the devil. I'm no preacher, but I am old enough to know better. Okay? So, for any one of you who comes across this video, I might lose followers. I might lose some subscribers. But I'm willing to do it for God, because Jesus has lost a lot of people, and he also had a lot of people turn against him as well. And there's a Bible scripture where it says, broad is the gate that leads to destruction, and narrow is the path that leads to righteousness, and few will find it. Only a few people is going to find the truth and be led to the gates of heaven. Only a few people is going to be saved because they decide to save themselves. If God is a God of hate, why are we blessed to have free will? Why are we blessed to be able to have the opportunity to choose if we want to live for God or live for the devil? I admit I was living for the devil, and I did not want to see it. I believe in God, but I'm smoking weed, I'm partying, I'm drinking, having sex with different people. Yes, that's my past. Pornography, lusting is another form of sin. Just read the Bible for yourself. And don't read those new age religion Bibles, because now what they're doing now today is that they're trying to fit trends and feelings into the Bible, where the doctrines that were originally in the Bible and translated from the Hebrew Bible before, they're slowly trying to erase it and delete it from society. People could just do their research. If you want to find God, you have to seek him. God could get our attention at any time. But God is not a God. He's also not a God of lies. He does not lie. He's not a liar. Satan is a liar and deceiver. Satan does not love you. Jay-Z, Kanye West, Taylor Swift, all these celebrities that believes in this new age principles that follows the do or die wilt, Satanist doctrine. I wouldn't be surprised if even Cardi B and all these other celebrities are part of it, because there's so many of them. There's so many. Okay? The eye of the Horus. The hand of the pyramid. Freemasonries are worshiping Satan in secret. That's their secret. Their secret is they're worshiping the god of false light, Lucifer, Satan. So many people are turning to the devil's side, and at the same time they think God is going to still save them. You ever wonder why there's so many people that are so humble when they're about to die? They have 6 months to live, 3 months to live. All of a sudden they want to change. All of a sudden they want to be humble. Now they want some pastor to save them. The pastor is not going to save you. You have to save yourself in order for God to save you. You have to want to be saved. You have a choice. You can't sit there and think people are going to give you handouts. Following God is a lifestyle. It's a choice. And it's hard. It's not easy living right for God each and every day. It's not easy having to turn away so many people and people to turn away from you. And I'm already to a point where I'm content without having no friends, and I'm good. It's not going to hurt me, because when I found out the truth and found out about Pastor Gino Jennings, when he first spoke from the Bible, there's a lot of stuff that he said from the Bible that was in the Bible. And I read it for myself, and I realized this life is full of vanity. Smoking, drinking, partying. For what? Just to say I live my life? I keep making mistakes. Yes, we all make mistakes. Temptations is going to always be there, no matter where we go. But a person who's very strong-willed, has a strong mind, those are one of the people I could truly respect, because they're actually pushing themselves to save their soul. Because all the things that we acquire in this life, it's not going to be nothing after we go. The house that we have, the nice car, the nice fashion, the clothes, the jewelry, all worldly things, it's not going to come with us when we die. It's physical things. Our body's physical. And the temple that we have, each and every day we're being judged for the very things that we say and what we do and the choices that we make. What we wear, we're being judged by. What we say, we're being judged by. What we do, we're being judged by. God has eyes on each and every one of us. God is everywhere. I fear God, because God is a God of love and a God of hate. The laws is for the lawlessness. Even for people that is in a better position than a person who is still committing crimes with their body, crimes with their soul, crimes with their mouth. I don't expect people to be fresh out the oven, cooked and changed. Change takes time. Change takes patience. Change takes struggling. Are you willing to struggle? To put yourself through sweat and tears? Cry out to God every day. You have to put in the work. God is not a genie. This is not no fantasy movie where poof, your wish is granted. That's not how it works. God don't work like that. If he did, so many people would take God for granted, and they would still do what the heck they're doing right now. So yes, I'm on God's side. Sure, there's times I fall back, but I know for a fact that I can never have the audacity to mock God, because the very breath that I have, he could take it away. Time is what God has given us right now. For those that has the full functioning body to do a lot of things in life. You're born into good circumstances where you're blessed to do a lot with your life. Take advantage of that. God told us to work. It says in the Bible. God does not like people who are lazy. Put in the work. Have faith. Carry a strong mindset. Nobody said it was going to be easy to change. All that new age principles, new age philosophies, doctrines, people joking about the Bible, like Oprah Winfrey in one of her interviews. Disgusting, man. It's horrible. It truly is, and it's sad at the exact same time. Kanye West is a prime example of a wolf in sheep's clothing. He talks about Jesus and following God, and he faked all of it. He is not no believer. Look how he's living his life. Look how he dresses. Look how he acts. the videos, the symbolism. People don't look at it because they're too enchanted by the fact that they don't believe in God. They're doing their thing, and they're too caught up in the hype behind the music and the beat of the music to not care and see for themselves. They're blind. They are blind. The blind is gonna lead the blind and then they're both gonna fall down. They both are gonna fall down the cliff. This also says in the Bible. A lot of quotes is from the Bible. A lot of symbols that celebrities use as fashion is from the Bible. Yes, the Bible is written by man, but it took God for man to see and also bless man in order to write the Bible. The Bible is written by different people, right? From my understanding, it's based off different lives of different people who've experienced their time with God. It's all put together in one book. And it's fascinating. It's a fascinating witness to what God could do and who God is. Okay? It's the foundation evidence that we have in 2024 to know who God is. Start off with reading the Bible. If you don't understand something, listen to a pastor that does. And I recommend Pastor Gino Jennings. He broadcasts, his services is broadcasted by the Truth of God Ministry, and he has other ministers, other churches spreading across the globe in the United States today, because a lot of people are lost to these new age philosophy preachers that only cares about your money. They only care about making money off of you. They don't care about saving your soul. They don't care about saving you. You could get out of church and you could still have no change. And you could still live your evil ways. What is the point in going to church every Sunday just for you to do the exact same thing on the weekdays? There's no growth and no change there. Because Jesus was already a prime example. With God in the flesh. Perfect example of how we're really supposed to live. To live full of righteousness, holiness, and just being holy. And that is one of the most amazing things that I pray to acquire before I die, because everyone's soul is at stake, and I want to make it to heaven. I don't know about all of y'all. Whatever you believe in, you also got to question this. How are you able to breathe, see, walk, hear, smell? Who blessed you with the body? Sure, you have a mom. Sure, you have a dad. But who put the life into the body to make you move and function and do what you can to get by in life? Who is the one that could take away your life and give you life in the process? God. I do not believe in those new age principle philosophies. It's stupid. Those goddesses podcasts. Believe in yourself, the higher power, yoga, meditation. It's stupid. It's all man-made. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's all part of trends. It's all part of an agenda. And all these celebrities, they're leading so many of their fans right to hell. Right to being lost just like them. To think that all the things that they acquire in this world is going to mean something when they die. It does not mean nothing. It don't mean anything. Why do you think so many celebrities are depressed, are on drugs, are committing suicide? God is nowhere to be found in their lives because they chose to let God out of their lives. I want God in my life. I want the same for my kids. I want the same for my wife as well. I want to be led right by the ways of God. Casual talk here. Peace out. Let me know what you think.